There's a new study. If you're standing up, sit down. If you're driving, pull over. A new study out shows that you can, in fact, die of a broken heart. We've all seen the stories. A couple is married for 50, 60, 70 years, and then one of them dies and the other one dies shortly thereafter. Sometimes that doesn't happen happily. Sometimes, grandma or grandpa make it out of that real danger period and then they live another 10 years. But often it is the case that within months of a longly held spouse dying, the other spouse will die. And now there's a study that shows that happens. Grief trajectories and long-term health effects in bereaved relatives, a prospective population-based cohort study with 10-year follow-up. This is from the Department of Mental Health Research Unit for General Practice, Aarhus, Denmark, Aarhus University, blah, blah, blah. And then you got all the background, the method, the results. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but here's just a little taste of this scientific survey. The high grief trajectory, HGT, consisted of 176% relatives with persistent high grief symptom levels. We investigated association between grief trajectories and 1, contacts to general practitioner, GP, including out of hours using negative binomial regression analysis. 2, contacts to mental health services, GP talk therapy, private practice psychologist or psychiatrist. 3, use of psychotropic. Sorry, hold on. I'm going to fall asleep if I keep reading this. Let me skip down to the results. Relatives in the HGT had a significantly higher yearly incidence of GP contacts until 7 years after bereavement compared to LGT, HGT, LGBT, HGTV. Okay, go on. Conclusion. This study shows that patients with high and sustained grief symptoms have an increased healthcare use up to 10 years after loss. Let me translate that for you. It means that sometimes people die of a broken heart. Groundbreaking new study. I'm not interested in this for the actual results of the study because I know that people die of a broken heart. We all know that people die of a broken heart. Not only do we know that people can die of a broken heart, every human being for all of history, going back not just to classical antiquity, but back to the cavemen in rural France, the ones who drew on the walls, every person who could plausibly be called human for all of human history knows that people can die of a broken heart. So what is this study? What's interesting to me about this is what it says, not about people dying and broken hearts, but what it says about science. What this is not some new discovery. This is a translation of common sense that we've always known into jargon. And that is so much of what science is. So much. Sometimes there are real scientific discoveries that tell us more in an abstract way about our universe, our physical universe. Sometimes there are discoveries that help in the advancement of technology that can really benefit human life, sometimes damage human life. But a lot of science, maybe the bulk of science, is just a translation of things that we have always known intuitively through our prejudice and through our tradition and through inherited wisdom. A translation of that from clear language into scientific gobbledygook, into jargon. That's all it is. So it's fine. I mean, if this in any way can help treat a broken heart, that's fine. But it won't. It doesn't. Even the healthcare services that it describes and maybe by inference prescribes are just things that we know. Yeah, when someone loses a loved one, you need to talk to them. You need to like spend time with them. Maybe there are certain drugs that they can take that can help in the short term, but you need to cook them dinner and take them out to a baseball game or something. Yeah, we know that. This is it. This is why the modern science worship is so silly, is that so much of modern science is just making the stuff that we've always known forever less comprehensible, making us feel less confident about the things that we've always known intuitively. It's silly. It's silly. It's very, very silly. It's like the emperor has no clothes. That was a superb clip. Would you not agree? Be honest. Be honest if you think it was bad. No, you liked it. Okay, well, if you liked it, then ring the bell and then you'll subscribe and you'll see more of them. See you next time.